What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Code Geass season 121. We are coming down to it right here, 21, 22 to 324, 25. We have 5 episodes left. Not really much to discuss. I mean, two kind of big things we have going on right here. Lelouch against the Emperor. They're locked in that kind of like spiritual realm. I don't know what Lelouch's plan is. How do you kill somebody that's immortal or that can't be killed? My biggest guess with that is it's going to be C2. I don't know if there's some ancient technique that we don't know about that can like lock Charles away, kill Charles away. Maybe C2 has to sacrifice herself, but do something. I mean, C2 is going to have the answers to everything we need. Maybe it's something that Charles doesn't know about, whatever that might be. Then the second kind of biggest takeaway from last episode is Mariana, Lelouch's mom. Is she I just need to know what her Geass ability is. Is she physically dead, but her consciousness can stay alive? Is that what her Geass was? Maybe being able to transfer her consciousness to somebody else, so some kind of like a mind control, kind of like Lelouch, but instead of like giving you an order, I can put my consciousness in your body, and I could walk around, look like you, act like you, but inside mentally it's me. But maybe that's it. But then again, it's like, what are the rules and stipulations on it? How many people can she do that to at one time? Does it still take effect after she's dead? Because clearly she's physically dead, but like, is she really on you? I don't know. Just we need to kind of find out about what her ability in Geass is and how she's able to do what she is doing if she really truly is dead. And if that is the case, if that happens to be her Geass, something that's kind of like mind transfer, then who is Anya to Mariana? Like, how did she get hit with this? And because we've seen her spazzing out since we've seen Anya on screen. So, what is Anya specifically to kind of the story, other than kind of the host for Mariana's consciousness? And then C2 is back to normal. I'm sure Suzaku is going to decide to fight for Japan. Like I said before, I think the Black Knights are going to come around and help Lelouch if need be. And then what kind of just what happens to the rest of the world now that kind of Charles is kind of giving it up. Schneisel has pretty much started an uprising, a revolt against the current emperor. We just got a lot going on. We'll see how it plays out, but we're right at the turn screen, like we always are, right here. Turn 21, pressing play right now. Here we go. Did she kill herself? Interesting. Let's see. And what is this that he has summoning here? And what is this like statue, mask, gear nonsense we got going on here? These past Geass users? I don't know. You haven't got an explanation on what that room is. And how she's able to kind of open this back up and what's really happening, I have no idea. I don't think the Knight of One can handle all this. And there she is. Have they been working together the whole time? What's going on here? Oh god. And then Charles. Oh. V2 is the one that killed her mother. V2 is the one that gave her the Geass. Jesus, V2. Oh. Then she hit her with her Geass upon her death, but what was her Geass? We don't know what it was. She just crossed over into another person's mind as her Geass. So she's like Ino from Naruto. Mmm. Okay. So they've been working together. Interesting. So V2 killed Mariana of his own will, not an order by Charles. Anya just happened to be there. If she wasn't, then Mariana just would have died. She was given a Geass but was never able to use it, is what it seemed. It looked like she was given a Geass by V2 but could never tap into it, and she said she was able to tap into it upon her death. That tragedy just kind of sparked it, and she was able to transfer her consciousness. Interesting. They just got a decomposed body. Oh, wow. She just thinks she's blind. It was pretty much pointless. They need C2's code. We're getting a lot of information. So is he taking it? I still don't understand what he does with that hand. And what all this, like, mask skull shit is. I guess he's planning to destroy the world, huh? So Anya pretty much served no purpose. Does Bismarck have a Geass? What's he got going on under that eye? We've seen it, like, glow under those stitches. Hmm. They just got some kind of fake world Madara moon sun plan thing going on here. They think that their way is the right way for a peaceful world, but the way to get there is no one's gonna just gonna be a false world. Like, are they actually making a connection with God? Like the actual, or what are they referring to as God? He unlocked another one. Got the double eye Geass going. Now, speaking of this God, is it an actual God, or like what's the figure he's speaking to? What the hell's happening to him? So what's happening to them? How are they dying? Dang, everything he fought for is gone. He thought he was fighting for his mother. Gone. Um, Sister, dead. I need an in-depth explanation on what the hell just happened in there. Now he's got the double-eyed Geass, but the double-eyed Geass, what does that mean? Is it just strong? How is this Geass any stronger, though? I don't know. Y'all have to explain that to me. One month later, oh, we just went forward. Okay. I'd have liked to have seen what the hell happened. His Majesty Charles? Charles alive? Oh. You really gonna be there? And they said they haven't seen Schneisel either in over a month. Oh, it's Lelouch. How did this happen? How did we get to this point? What? I don't understand what's happening. How did we get to this point? His new royal guard, his knight. Yep. Is he gonna say that I'm Zero as well? Think. Wait, everybody watching? C2 looks like she doesn't agree with this plan either. Detard, you picked the wrong side. Or mine. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Schneisel has a power that we haven't seen. Um, I wonder if it's even worth kind of trying to figure out what all that back and forth Charles and Mariana stuff was. I mean, we found out what really happened, kind of the goal and everything but when I guess the biggest question is when V2 kept referring to God and talking about God, and Charles kept talking about God, and everyone talking about like killing God or starting over. What was like God to them in this world? Was God an actual like physical figure, person, being that they are able to locate and kill and like restart and do anew? Or was that just a term that they used to kind of start over? Um, I don't know if they meant like killing God in a literal sense, or we'll elevate ourselves to a point that like God will be dead because we're gonna rewrite who lives, who dies, who's brought back, how the world will be, and that's how they're eliminating God. Or was God like an actual physical place, person that they needed to get rid of to start over? I'm sure you guys can kind of let me know on that. Um, and I guess we kind of did get an explanation on what Mariana's Geass was. She was able to transfer her mind into somebody else's body. But she said upon her death was the first time she was ever able to do it, and Anya just happened to be. If Anya wasn't there, she would physically actually be dead. Correct? She just got super lucky. Um, that Anya happened to be there at that exact time. Now I don't remember seeing Nunnally when she got shot. Did they place Nunnally there and cripple her on purpose, or did they put Nunnally there and rewrite her memory to make her blind and cripple? Like she thinks she's crippled. It's just psychosomatic, like Lelouch was saying. She's not actually that, but her mind has been rewritten to think you're blind, you're crippled. Um, you guys can clear that up as well. But she's actually dead because whatever the guy's name is, the other prince that was married off to the Chinese emperor girl, he made a statement, said when we found Nunnally. Did he mean when they found Nunnally like a while back that they figured he would be alive too, or they found her since the warhead explosion? Because I'm pretty sure she is still dead, but we'll see. Schneisel making the comment, we'll see if you're Geass or, and he didn't say himself, but I'm thinking he'll probably have a Geass as well. And then, so what was it that made, I don't know what Lelouch did, and then like same thing with Lelouch when he kind of put the Geass on God. It was an actual, something had to actually be triggered by his Geass for him to be able to kill something that was immortal and pretty much the consciousness of something else. It wasn't physical bodies. Like Charles was immortal, his mother was on some kind of like other plane, spiritually, consciously, but she was still there as well. How they were able to enter that, I don't know, some old ruin connection, and his mom or C2 was able to take Suzaku into. And I always get confused. Like, what's the point of the double Geass eyes? Does that just mean he's reached a higher point? Has he unlocked another Geass as well? Because we know kind of all the stipulations on what his Geass can and can't do. how he has to make eye contact and do all these things. So what's the point of him having it in both eyes? If the same rules still apply. Once he's given a command to somebody, he can't give it to them again, type thing. I don't know. Or now that he's kind of has it in both eyes, he's reached a point that he can now kill C2 if need be. Is that the only kind of, I guess, what is the significance of the two eyes? Is there anything that like makes him stronger, weaker for C2, strong enough to kill her? You guys can let me know that. And then what the hell happened in that month's time? Everybody thought the Emperor was alive, just hadn't shown himself. But then they said Schneisel hasn't shown himself either. And neither has Bismarck, the Knight of One. None of them have shown themselves. What the hell have they been doing for a month? Like, who's been leading the Britannian forces in this time? Who's been leading the Black Knights? Like, what's been going on in Japan? What has been happening in this month? And why was Schneisel not sitting in as like interim emperor while there was nobody physically to be seen, even though they thought he was alive? So there was nothing going on. And where Cornelia, Schneisel, and the other knights are all held up, I have no idea. And I guess what the game plan will be, they had to make it seem like Lelouch was dead. I wonder if he'll end up exposing that he is also Zero as well, and kind of see how that plays out amongst the Japanese and the other kind of Black Knights, and kind of what the game plan will be there. We'll just kind of see how it plays, and then I guess like always, what is Lelouch's grand plan with all of this? Him and Suzaku, what do they plan to do? What's their goal? Do they just want to rule the world how they think it should be ruled? Do they want to change the world for the better? What does C2 think about all this? Just kind of, I guess, kind of the only important things are what happened in that month span. Why did nobody make a move to really seize power or do anything? And everybody in that room is going to acknowledge him as Emperor. I don't know if his Geass works through the camera, like if people are watching it and zoomed in on him. I think he has to make direct eye contact, but we also never got clarification on that, but we'll see how it goes. A lot of information, a lot of stuff right there. Feel free to explain anything that might need to be explained, and if all of it kind of doesn't make sense. Because like with the Charles stuff, it was like, dang, that one kind of like ended quickly, you know? It just kind of evaporated and that was it. I guess there's kind of no more Ragnarok threat, blade or sword of a Shah or whatever they were talking about. I guess that's kind of, that was like brought up and then now it's gone type thing. But solid episode. You guys should be seeing this on Christmas Eve if you're on Patreon. And episode 22 will go up the day after Christmas on the 26th. And then after that, we will have a week and a half left of Code Geass, and then that will be officially done. 4 episodes ago. We'll see how it plays out. It looks like the Charles threat is officially done and no more. His mom, who he thought he was fighting for the entire time, turned out she really wasn't fighting for him. I don't know, just a lot of like he doing all this for Nunnally. Nunnally dies. He was doing all this for his mother, but his mother wasn't the person he thought she was. So a lot of like disappointing results in the end, but we'll see how it plays out. He's currently the Emperor according to some. We'll see how it goes, but everybody on Patreon, appreciate y'all, the support you give me, wild, the financial support and everything. I'll have a good Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy holidays, your time off from school, work, whatever it is that you do. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. And then when you're watching this, if you're watching this right at 12 on Christmas Eve, I'm going to be live on Twitch on Christmas Eve, I think about 2 p.m. Maybe 2 hours or so from the time this is uploaded. We'll be doing a live watch party to a double header Hunter x Hunter episode 125 and 126. Watching back-to-back live on stream. So y'all come check that out. That'll be it. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,